Are rest days really important? And couldn't I just switch from strength training to cardio as opposed to abstaining from exercise altogether?
Yeah, this question is great from Helen because it's one of the most common things that I get as a physio is people are like, they sort of think that there's going to be, like in an injury perspective, they often think there's going to be one silver bullet exercise. It's going to be the exercise that they've not been doing, that once they do it, their body will work perfectly. And they often think that any exercise that I then prescribe that they should do is like different types of people. Some people will just not do the exercises at all, but there's a lot of the Unity members are like very committed to their training. Will be like, great, I'm going to do it every day, twice a day. Yeah. No, we've got to get a better understanding of the bigger picture and realize that exercise is like a medicine. If you take the right amount, then you're going to get a good result, but you can most certainly overdose. So, getting the recovery side is so key for optimal performance.
Well, we've got recovery and we have rest, and they mean different things. That would be point one. Point two is it depends on what kind of end goal you want to achieve. If you are an athlete, then you've got lighter days, both for the brain and for your body, to absorb the heavier and the quality training earlier in the week. But that could be walking, or it could be yoga, or it could be a recovery ride. And we call that recovery training, as opposed to rest, which really is lying on the couch. And the reason why athletes use rest as opposed to just using recovery is that even when you're doing recovery, you're still using your slow twitch muscle fibers. When you perform high intensity work, weight training, effort work, interval work, you're using all muscle fibers, slow twitch and fast twitch. And then when you perform low intensity work, then your fast twitch fibers are recovering while you're still exercising, and you get blood flow and muscle fiber recruitment, but it's all of the slow twitch type. So that's where recovery comes in, and that's why athletes use recovery. But even during recovery sessions, you're still using slow twitch muscle fibers. So it's important, and elite athletes know this, to have complete rest where you're off your legs, off your body, and that gives your slow twitch fibers a chance to recover. So the very best athletes will typically take one full day off a week or a fortnight where all muscle fibers are forced to recover. So it's not just recovery days, it's also rest days. So it depends on what you really want to get out of training. Because if a client wants body compositional changes, then we tend to not really have rest days. We have recovery days where you do some very light, it could be some swimming or some walking, give your body, brain a rest. But the full recovery of slow twitch fibers is not particularly important because you just want to remain active because energy expenditure is a big goal. But if you're an athlete and you're really revving the system and you're doing interval work or lifting weights, then you do need rest days to fully let all muscle fiber types get their rest as well. I'm a fan, and I think every coach is, of listening to your body or using a metric that measures internal stress to guide the training periods of more volume intensity, less volume intensity. And this is the intuitive or auto-regulated periodization that's been around for decades. During rest is where the body makes the adjustments from all the training that you've been doing. So often rest is viewed as a wimpy term, but you have to balance training and rest to reach a fitness goal. But sometimes we'll accumulate too much stress, and not just training stress. It could be lifestyle, work, relationship, but it's all stress to the body. And ultimately the body will fail to absorb that and make positive adaptation. And you can listen to your body, and failing to reach numbers that you know that you should reach is a sign that you should shut the book on on your training log of the day and just go home, or do some think on the fly and do more restorative training, some more flexibility or some zone 2 or steady state work, just to let the body restore itself. But the idea that you should just push through it for your mental capacity is not a great idea, because it means that you're failing to absorb the training load and you're going to further exacerbate that problem. So for my clients, we use heart rate variability as a guide. And if we've planned a hard training session, legs or intervals, and the heart rate variability data suggests that you should either have a rest day or a light recovery day, then we listen to the metrics. And studies show that this is a better way of planning your loading and deloading rather than just following the schedule.
Hey, thanks for watching that video. If you liked it, consider subscribing to our channel and make sure you click the notification bell so you know when our weekly videos are uploaded. Now, the best thing for you to do if you want to stay connected with us and get free online coaching is to join our private Facebook group. It's called the UMS Movement Mastermind, and we go live daily where we answer our members' questions. It's very interactive because you can post questions while we're live and we interact with you on the show. You can also upload videos or pictures of yourself with any movements, any stretches, strength training movements, calisthenics, weightlifting, anything that you're struggling with, and we'll critique you, give you feedback, let you know how you can get better. It's a really valuable resource. It allows a lot of communication with us and also our senior tribe members. You'll get answers very, very quickly, and it's absolutely free. So jump on Facebook, search for UMS Movement Mastermind and join now. Until next time, have a great day.